This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Are you crazy? We can't just leave her here like this. Maybe we should read
Zathura.
the instructions.
Hey Nick, do you want to watch Elf? Zathura! 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 Hello? Zathura! 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 Zathura!
Have you ever watched a movie that just feels like a Christmas movie without actually having anything to do with Christmas? Or to more accurately describe it, have you ever thought of a movie that just encapsulates the month of November? Like, it just feels like a November movie. You watch that movie and as soon as it's over, you think to yourself, wow, that movie was very November. Like, that Elf movie, that's the best Christmas movie ever made. But Zathura is the best November movie ever made. Zathura is my religion. Zathura is a way of life. Zathura is everything good with the world rolled into one giant ball of happiness and adventure. A space adventure. Do you like joy? Do you like smiling and having fun? Well, go watch Zathura right now. Go treat yourself. Grab some strawberry kiwi Capri Sun and sit down and enjoy some childhood that you've never had. The amount of times I've watched Zathura as a kid has to be some kind of record. A lot of kids grew up on that Jumanji, and for me, I was like, nah, it's all about that Zathura. I mean, Robin Williams, that's my boy. But Zathura has a freaking house in space, so you know that overrules anything. Zathura is a 2005 sci-fi dope-ass grandiose tale. It's a movie that encapsulates the imagination of a child so damn well, and would fill my brain with so much wonder and excitement. It's about that boy from the Hunger Games, but fun-sized, and his brother playing a board game, and that board game sends them to freaking space and hoorah, they fight for their survival. I mean, this movie just has it all. It has space, it has robots, it has Kristen Stewart, it has space, it has frozen Kristen Stewart, it has more space. This movie is just way too underrated, and sadly it bombed really hard when it was in theaters. It's directed by your boy John Fondue, the same guy that directed that Iron Man movie and the Jungle novel. What I found fascinating about Zathura is that John would insist on using mostly practical effects for most things. I mean, this man is now known for how he created the Jungle Diary, which strictly is a kid in a blue screen for the entire movie. And like 11 years before that, he wanted nothing but practical effects, and it works wonders. They built a real robot for a bunch of the scenes with the robot dude. They created awesome lizard costume things for the alien lizard guys. They actually set things on fire, they actually froze Kristen Stewart, and they actually sent the house into space. They actually sent kids through a black hole and actually found Dax Shepard floating around in space as an astronaut and took him in, so all of his lines were just improvised. They just invited him on set and he just started acting. So this movie begins with the classic opening credits, the kind of opening credits that just fill you with such excitement for the coming adventure. We fade into this kid watching his dad and his brother play catch. The biggest theme that you can find within this movie is a theme about family. These kids fight for their dad's attention since their parents had a divorce, and they're always butting heads like normal siblings. The dad tells the kiddos how he has to get some work done on drawing his sick-ass rides, but his kids are pissed off because they just want to play some games. So the kids talk about playing games between each other, so fun-sized Hunger Games kid just decides to flex hard on his brother.
I'm in 4th grade. I have a girlfriend. You know how Dad said we have to grow up? Well, this is what it looks like.
The brother doesn't like his flexing, so he takes out his anger on the dad and ruins his sick-ass drawing. So the dad decides to leave and wakes up Kristen Stewart, the sister, so she can babysit. But as soon as the dad leaves, she goes back to sleep and leaves the kids unattended. We find them watching SpongeBob in the living room. Maybe, you know, maybe they'll be alright. SpongeBob ain't so bad. But nah, the brother kid pisses off the fun-sized kid, leading for him to be lowered into the pit of despair. In the pit of despair, the brother finds the board game Zathura. The glorious space adventure is on its way. The brother kid asks fun-sized kid to reluctantly play. The way Zathura works is that you twist a key, press the button, and get a card that says something. The first card says meteor shower, leading for their house to get raided with hot rocks. The boys hide out in a fireplace until the meteor shower ends. They step outside and see that the boys are not in Kansas anymore. This house is in space. I just love that the idea of one flimsy-ass board game is taking these kids on such an amazing adventure. Imagine just playing a board game and it just sends you somewhere cool. So the kids go to wake up their sister. When she wakes up, she thinks, ha ha ha, it's just night outside. So she goes to the bathroom. The kids try to show her this epic game of Zathura, but she is uninterested. The game then freezes her in place in anger, leading for hottie hot Kristen Stewart to be left there for 75% of the movie. They then go play the game because it's the only way to get back home, and this leads for Fun-Size Dude to summon a gosh darn roboto.
Alien life form must destroy.
I always loved the design of the robot. It's just so classically cheap sci-fi, and the fact that they actually built this dude as a suit is just so cool. So they battle the robot until they come across an asteroid field and they get pulled sideways hard. This leads for the robot to fall into a sideways basement, and Kristen Stewart comes to fall into the living room like a stiff corpse. They get back to the safety of the bathroom and then they continue the game, leading for an alien ship to just start booming the house. Then a freaking astronaut arrives that turns out to be Dax Shepard from Chips. Dax Shepard's first instinct is to set the couch on fire, and luckily that gets rid of the aliens, so when they get back to the game, they scream in frustration. Fun-Size Kid is so mad he messes with the game, and the game sends him into space, and so he fucking dies. But Dax Shepard saves him like a real man. Fun-Size Kid then gets a special card that grants him a magical wish, and once again he flexes on his brother.
It's your fault Mom and Dad got divorced!
The dude then wishes for a new football, but Dax is so mad because he wanted a baseball. It turns out that Dax was a part of the game a while ago as a kid and wished his brother away, so this boy has been stuck in the game his entire life. Heavy stuff, man. It turns out that the alien dudes come back and took the living room, which is where the game was located. So to bring the aliens back, they set the house on fire. Kristen Stewart finally comes out of the bathroom and they think they're going insane.
You guys actually set the house on fire!
But when she sees the alien ship, she herself starts going insane.
What is that? What's going on? Where are we? Somebody please talk to me right now!
But she also falls in love with Dax Shepard, which is, really creepy, and you'll find out why soon. So we then get a whole sequence where these boys sneak on the alien ship to retrieve the game. The aliens are cool ass lizard dudes that are completely practical effects, and I love it so much. Eventually the lizard dudes come to infiltrate the house and shit starts to go down until the robot guy comes back and just goes ham on these boys.
Destroy.
Then another chance for the wish to happen, and Fun-Size Kid wishes that Dax Shepard had his little brother back. And it turns out that the brother was Brother Kid, and that Dax Shepard is Fun-Size Kid, and so Kristen Stewart was basically hitting on her and crushing on her own brother. Fucking nerd. The two brother dudes morph into their respective brothers, and they finish the game and go home. Dad comes back thinking they were just having a fun day, and huzzah blah, happy ending. Zathura is just so much fun. It's a pure blast from start to finish and contains so much heart.
Put your back into it.
The way these boys just fight throughout the movie feels real as hell. Just these kids bickering like actual kids and hating on each other until they realize how much family should matter to them. And for Kristen Stewart's character, it matters a little too much. I love the slight baggage the characters have and how it basically drives them apart until the end. I also love how much this movie just appeals to a sense of wonder. A house in space, robots, lizard people, aliens, footballs, and astronauts. All of it is just used to maximize the sense of adventure. Even the board game itself is just so damn exciting. And don't attack me for it, but I think the design of it is so much cooler than Jumanji's. Both got loops and turns and one big ball at the end, but Zathura has a massive Z on the ball, and Jumanji doesn't have a massive J, so that's minus points. Okay, well, it does have a massive Jumanji and Goosebumps font at the end, but still. I love the Zathura ball and how it spins around, calling in a black hole at the end of the game, giving it such a grandiose finale with sparks and everything. The way each spot is colored and how the ships move across, it's just so freaking cool. I love the great use of practical effects. This movie is 13 years old, yet it doesn't feel dated in the slightest. It's shot so well, edited pretty well, and the fact that they didn't use any early 2000 CGI really makes a difference. Dax Shepard weirdly fought for CGI shots, which was stupid. The hell wrong with you, Dax? But I can bet you that these boys behind Zathura, all except, Dax, probably took some classes from Skillshare. I mean, Skillshare wasn't around yet, but hey, if it was, the movie would have been better. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 17,000 created business, technology, and lifestyle classes. You can find classes on film production and editing and animation, the works. The first 500 people to use my link in the description can get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free. I've been watching the class on Maya for beginners, so I can learn 3D animation. Everything is just so clear and easy to follow. And if you want to learn how to make high quality Minecraft parodies, well, this is a way to start. A premium membership gives you unlimited access to high quality classes from experts working in their fields. So you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work you love. Freaking go off, dude. Do it. So be one of those first 500 people to click that link in the description and sign up for Skillshare and start learning some shit, man. Start creating and learning. You deserve it. Also, let me know if you grew up on Jumanji or Space Jumanji, or if you didn't grow up on neither and was like some weird ass Amish dude who couldn't watch movies, but then how the hell are you watching my video, weird ass Amish dude? Also, there's this really cool channel called Space Taste that just uploaded a video on the newest Jumanji. They make more serious videos than what I do on ethics on sci-fi movies, and it's really fascinating and fun to watch. I'll leave their links in the description if you want to go check them out. They're a little more high quality than what I make, and they're just starting out, so why not give them a subscribe?